Good morning, everybody. I was just trying to think of what I shouldn't say to make this video about, but I feel like there needs to be some type of, or we could just talk. As I was thinking about, well, one was being able to afford stuff on my house and where my priorities actually lie. Because it used to be in my life, I used to like going out to eat all the time. Oh my God, the money I have spent in restaurants. And now I really just don't even care about doing that. You know, I only work part-time. Something just shit all over right there, and I just hope the dogs don't come back and ruin it. I just don't care about spending my money that way. I think it's better spent fixing my house. But honestly, I don't care about, I don't know. I'm so much more picky about where I spend my time. Because I don't care about leaving my house anymore. And I used to be such a, let's go. And I just don't want to anymore. Only other thing I like to do is come out here and go for a ride in my car. It'd just be nice if once in a while somebody else was doing the driving. There'd be a lot more driving in the car tapings if I had somebody that showed any kind of real interest in my life. But for the time being, it's me and these two. And unless I can teach a dog to drive, God dang, there is something biting me out here. I am not a fan of bug spray. I do all this walking with no bug spray. Although I feel like I have, in years past, well, more recently years, done more walking out here, and dude, but God damn it. You know, it takes a long time to get into a goddamn routine. It's a struggle. And I like routine. If it were up to me, my mornings would start the same way every morning. But I feel like I spent a lot of time this summer moping. Again, although I don't know. I feel like everything's ups and downs. Right now I feel good. Well, you know what? For once, I feel like I have somebody that if I need some help, that I can call. Because when you feel like you don't have that, man, it's hard. It's hard. People talk about being alone. You know, nobody really talks about what being alone actually means, especially when you're a woman. Because that means nobody's fixing anything for you ever. And there's no two incomes. And I feel like a hell of a lot more women would be single if they didn't have to worry about those things. But realistically, it isn't the fear of... I'm not afraid to be fucking alone. I'm afraid to have nobody to fix anything. And relying on fix-it guys is ridiculous. Because you know what? They're a bunch of fucking narcissistic men that think that life revolves around them. If they don't need money, they ain't gonna show up. I mean, when I'm thinking about it right now, I've been through treatment 3 times. And they are always, the topic is always being afraid of being alone, but they don't talk about what being alone actually means. It's more than not having anybody in the house. It's not having a second income, and it's not having anybody to fix anything. Now you have shit go wrong, and all the world wants to do to single women is take advantage. In one form or another. They don't talk about any of that. Well, it's your fear of abandonment. Maybe. Or it's the fear of not being independently wealthy. I mean, let's face it, money can fix a lot, including broken water lines. And for me, those are you know what, paying the bills is one thing. Frozen water lines, broken water lines, roof problems. Dishwasher breaks. Washing machine breaks. And I honestly, you know what, I have never really thought about it this way. I mean, I have never really thought about it this way. Because I was always convinced that it had to do with my emotions. But you know what? No. I am perfectly capable of being fucking alone. Having no money. Nobody talks about that. Because money doesn't seem to be an issue. For anybody but the poor. Oh, go figure. Counselors don't need to worry about that. What do they got to worry about financially? Anyway. Because, I mean, I look at how I feel from a week ago when I didn't think I had anybody to fix shit. And this week where... No, I still don't have money to pay. But you know what? Money is one thing. Because I go to work every day. You might have to wait, but at least I can get it done. But you know, 3 times in treatment, and nobody ever never once talked about the financial independence. It's always some kind of fear of emotions. How about the fear of being homeless? Well, that's a justified fear. That nobody wants to talk about. And how many women out there, they didn't have to be afraid of being homeless, would suddenly have a whole lot more independence. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. Maybe that makes you codependent then, because everybody loves that fucking word. Oh, anyways, I could run a tape of 6 miles long going on about that because well, no, because how much more do you need to talk about it? That's why nobody talks about it. It's fucking justified, right? I feel like I've walked a lot further than this. That's because my arm is getting tired. All right. Anyways, there's my wisdom for today. I wonder how long ago these footprints came through here. God damn it. I hate this shit. It's got to be from this morning. Or are those my footprints? Did I already turn around and walk that far? Maybe. Oh, yeah, it's me. There's a laugh for you. Paranoia. Convince yourself of a lot. Oh, it's beautiful out here today. Which is probably why I'm going to end this taping. I think. Unless I come up with some other words of wisdom. Or another feeling that I think I need to talk about. If they are feelings, I don't even know. Because that's what I question sometimes, is how much I can feel things like dread. But you know, you get on the happy end of it, night. What? Wednesday Addams. There's somebody I can identify with. Because I smile because I feel like people want to see a smile. It ain't because it gives me this oh so happy feeling inside. Oh, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll often question what it feels like to feel loved. Have I ever felt love or felt loved? I know I've been told that that this person and that person's so in love, but you know, if things aren't always one certain happiness level with any of these guys, bye-bye. You know, the first sign of trouble. And then the question is how come you can't keep anybody? Dude, it ain't up to me to keep anybody. If any of those people wanted to be here, they would be. That's what it comes down to. I get to the point of kicking them out, it's because we're hanging out together. There's no real commitment. So, that's all it is. Like I said, if they wanted to be here, they'd be here. There's not one of them that if they would have came up with anything convincing for me to not want them to get the fuck out of my house. But no, you know what? They pack their shit and leave, which, you know what? Maybe I'm the miserable one. Maybe I'm just too much to be with. I don't think that's true, though. I think they're a bunch of men that can't handle anything. And if they had to put any kind of real commitment in, like say, hey, this is why I'm worth a damn. Like I said, if they wanted to be here, they'd be here. And if I am that miserable, then there again, how deeply did I feel any of that? I question that because I think I'm all right. I can handle being relaxed and coming out here for walks. Not arguing with anybody, not being made to feel like I'm less than, not having to worship somebody up on some pedestal somewhere. I'm good. And I can accept not having a lot of money. It's when I can't get something fucking fixed. That changes a lot. You know, I'm not trying to say that I don't want somebody in my life, but, you know, again, if somebody wanted to be here, they'd be here. Because this is what I always pictured. When I think of the somebody next to me, they'd be next to me, out here, strolling. I wouldn't be talking to a video camera, right? But no, when it comes to doing this, I can come out here and do this by myself. All right, then. If I'm doing it all alone, I'll do it all alone. I don't need to take care of somebody to do everything by myself, right? That, I don't know if I care to keep going here. Yeah, I think we're going to turn around. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because, there again, that one I can keep going on about because narcissistic people. I don't even want to say men because I deal with enough narcissistic women to know that it ain't just men. All right. This is Jen from Jen's House of Zen. Wishing everybody a fabulous day. Be kind to each other. Wait for these two to smack into me again. Everybody be kind to each other. Give somebody a hug. Say a nice word. Compliment them. There you go. That's something simple enough. And I am doing the best with what I have been given. Have a fabulous day.